Hello, world. Welcome to episode 166 of the Jimmy Canz Show. It's prediction time this Sunday from Las Vegas, Nevada. We got NXT Battleground. Will be coming to us from the UFC Apex. Should be an interesting show, interesting venue. So we got 6 matches here, and let's get into it. How you feeling, Rod?
Oh man, it's a great time of year. We got some interesting things going on here where we work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's kick it off here with the six-way ladder match to crown the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion. In that contest, you have Kalani Jordan, Fallon Henley, Sol Ruka, Last Legend, Mishin, and Jada Parker. Um, which way you gonna go in this one, Rod?
I'm leaning with Lash Legend.
Lash Legend. It's a good pick. Not always, but I'd say a good probably 90% of the time, new championships usually go to a heel first.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 3-3 in this contest. I am also thinking heel, but I am going to go with Fallon Henley.
Okay,
Uh, she's a new heel, so I think to kind of solidify that heel turn, I think this would be a good way to help do it.
make it make sense.
Yep. So, and as you can see before going to the next one, I did retain last month because we tied.
Okay,
Uh, we tied. And you got the Liv call right, and I got the Sammy call right, and and other than that, we were pretty much even across the board. So, it ended up as a tie. So anyway, next match is the triple threat for the men's North American Championship. You got champion Obafemi defending against both Wes Lee and Gallus's Joe Coffey. For me, I think, they are really high on Obafemi, but they're also high on Wes Lee, and they're really high on all of Gallus right now for everything they did to help get The Rock ready for WrestleMania. So this is a tough one to call.
oh,
Um, I think because they are so high on Obafemi, they might be getting ready to move him up, to challenge for the big thing,
mhm.
and he doesn't have to lose the title here, so it wouldn't really hurt him, so to speak. So I'm gonna go with Joe Coffey, in a numbers game situation, to get the win here, and then that can set up, the baby face Wes Lee chasing him throughout the summer.
Okay, I'm staying with Oba.
Stay with Hoba.
I'm staying. I think, and I do like your rationale.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it playing out that way. I'm riding the Oba Femi wave right
Yeah,
now.
like I said, I mean, I don't have 100% confidence in this one. Like I said, this is a tough one to call. Like, they
Hmm.
are high on all of these competitors, uh, and everything. So it's a tough one to try and figure out what direction they're gonna go.
Agreed.
So, next up, in a surprise, that's something we didn't think we would see, and we definitely wouldn't see if Name Redacted was still in charge. But you got the TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace challenging for the NXT Women's Championship against the prodigy herself, Roxanne Perez. Uh, which way you going, Rod?
I got Roxanne retaining that title.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still kind of big on Roxanne right now.
Yeah, so am I. But this is a tough one to book when you're working with another company. You know what I mean? Like, because you've got that relationship, and it's like, how do you maintain that relationship if we just keep burying your talent? You know what I mean? So
That's true.
it's a tricky one to book. I mean, they did book Jordan Grace strong in the Rumble, but she didn't win the Rumble. You know what I mean? But they did give her a pretty strong showing in the Rumble. Um, and here I'm going to say Roxanne gets herself counted
Mm,
out or DQ'd. So
retain.
I'm gonna take Jordan Grace for the win, but not the title.
Hmm.
So that way you can kind of preserve things, and and everything. So Roxanne will retain her championship, but Jordan actually wins the match.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Next up, the tag titles are on the line as the champions, Nathan Frazier and Axiom, get challenged by the Good Brothers of the OC and one Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Big LG himself, Luke Gallows. Um, I,
This one was kind of tough for me.
I'm going with the retention here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you. It's just if I'm gonna go with the retention as well. It's just that's a big win for them, just
Mm-hmm.
for the namesake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I wouldn't be surprised though if the OC were there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, but I just don't see them sticking around in NXT all that much, to be
mm,
honest, especially with them realigning themselves with AJ and you know and all everything that's going on there on SmackDown now.
yes.
So, all right. Next up, we have a NXT Underground match at NXT Battleground. As Lola Vice and the Queen of Spades herself, Shayna Baszler, will clash. Um, which way you going, Rod?
Like Shayna's got to win this, right?
Yeah, I agree, and I think we're going to get a no nonsense Shayna here. I think she's going to really, especially with it being in the UFC Apex and everything there. I think she's going to re-embrace her MMA roots. I don't think you're going to see her with with the eye makeup at all, or I think she's going to come out pretty bare bones, just ready to
Like,
just
yeah.
whoop ass.
hmm hmm I agree. There's no way that Shayna's on NXT and loses the battleground. I mean,
Yeah.
the underground. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So, and last but not least, got the recently signed uh, all ego Ethan Page in his debut match, getting a shot at the NXT Championship when he faces old Trick Willie himself. Um, uh, I mean, I Trick's got to retain here. I can't see them putting the title on somebody in their debut. Um, just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, and I think it would hurt like Trick too much also to lose to somebody his title to somebody in their debut, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm going Trick.
Mm.
I like that belt too. Yes, yes, I like it.
hmm
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
like
yeah. So our differences there, you've got Lash and I got Fallon, you got Oba and I got Joe, and you got Roxanne and I got Jordan. So we got three differences here. So 50% of the card we differ on. So it should be an interesting watch for us, and we'll see where it all shakes out. And then next week we'll be coming back at you because we got on the main roster side of things, Clash at the Castle, Scotland, which is starting to
it.
shape up. Um,
Oh,
yeah, it's starting to shape up here. I mean, yeah, the only thing that they're doing with this card that I think I get it and I don't get it. It's like they're loading this card up with everybody and their mother from Scotland, and everybody and their mother from Scotland can't win. You know what I mean? You got,
yeah.
Piper's in a title match now. Drew's in a title match now. It's looking like they're probably going to put friggin' Isla Dawn and Alba Fire in a title match. Or what, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, come on. We get we're in Scotland.
Yeah, but and but on the brilliant side of it, it builds the. Are they going to let everyone from Scotland win? And then when one of them loses,
Uh-huh.
you get that side of the coin. So
Yeah.
so we got some predictions that we've already discussed that I can't
Mhm.
wait for us to reveal
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
the next episode.
Yeah, we'll kick it off on the next episode and everything. And then after that you got Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam's coming at you out of Cleveland and everything, and then Batch at Berlin. So there's a lot coming down the stretch here. A lot of international flavor this year.
Mhm.
Between Backlash in France, and then Money in the Bank actually in Canada, and then you know you got Clash of the Castle in Scotland. You're gonna have Berlin and Bash Berlin, Germany, and everything. So a lot of international flair. You had what Chamber was in Australia, so they're going. They truly are going global.
Yeah, well, it was a thing that has been discussed for years, like prior to like the last 4 or 5 years. It's something that has just been kind of bubbling in message rooms and kind of just general wrestling discussion. Like, should they do more overseas
Hmm.
PLEs? And
Yeah.
it looks like I think I think they would do it from time to time. I think we discussed this on our last episode, but
Hmm.
then I think that Puerto Rico show really like not it just verified or validated
Hmm.
like the
Hmm.
foreign crowds really respond.
Yeah. And then the other thing is going to be, and I've seen the speculation, the talk of Saudi Arabia trying to get WrestleMania. I don't see that one happening. I'll be honest with you. And it's from the uh, simple fact of your female talent won't be able to, have, you know, quite the same kind of stage at a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia in terms of special WrestleMania entrances and stuff like that, just because of the culture and the restrictions there.
Maybe we'll change the culture one WrestleMania at a time.
It is possible.
It is
So
possible.
yeah, anything is possible. So yeah, give us your opinions down below as well. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. And wherever you are, we hope you're doing well. Take care of one another. We will see you when we see you.
We see you.